Decades ago, Sega AM2, creator of many hit arcade titles, developed a console game about a boy destined for greatness. A boy whose father was killed by a sinister man of evil. The boy swore revenge and set off into strange new lands to defeat his father's murderer. And that game was... yeah, you saw it in the YouTube title too. Anyhow, this is an early RPG on the Sega Genesis, or Mega Drive. Released in Japan in 1998 and in the West in 1991, it got pretty good reviews, and positive comparisons with the previously released Phantasy Star 2. And yet, there are reasons why the latter game is remembered, and the former not so much. For example, it's telling that there's a horse on the cover, not one in the actual game. The big thing that Sword of Vermilion had over Phantasy Star 2 was its technology. The Sega Genesis used a Motorola 6800 chip as its CPU, the same CPU used in all of these computers and consoles. But more importantly, it was the CPU used in the Sega's arcade hardware in the late 1980s. Underclocked a bit, but still comparable, as you can see in the arcade and home ports of Golden Axe. But this was AM2, the folks known for superscalar technology like Afterburner 2, which ran on the Sega X board powered by two Motorola 6800s. Sword of Vermilion was actually released in 1989 after Afterburner 2 showed up in arcades, so you can tell AM2 were chomping at the bit to show off their scaling technology at home. So they have the Afterburner bits, where you walk around slowly, getting inundated with random encounters, the Golden Axe bits where you bash monsters in side view, and the standard RPG town walking bits because of tradition. Oh, and there's one more view which we'll get to in another episode. So this IPAT will be a little different than the others. Every update is going to be about 2 minutes, so you can get the concentrated Sword of Vermilion experience. You get the awesome without the tedium. So saddle up, buckaroos. We're about to find out why even Yu Suzuki is a little hesitant to talk about this particular masterwork of his studio. See you next time.